Hi, how are you doing today? My name is Sally Petrick. I'm at the Center for Quality Management and Education, former teacher, K-12 administrator, consultant, quality management expert as a master black belt in Lean Six Sigma, and the co-author of this book, Lean Six Sigma in Education, a Quality Framework for School Leaders, which can be purchased on the link down below or up above. I'm not quite sure. Anyway, we have been talking about a series of lean thinking. What are the 5 principles of lean? And we have gone through value stream, and value stream mapping. We went through flow, the flow of the system. We've talked about pulling. Let the customer pull what they need when they need it. And the last one that we're going to talk about today is perfection. If you find value in these quality tips, please give us a thumbs up. Hit the subscribe today if you don't want to miss out on all of our quality tips. We'd really appreciate it. Perfection. Perfection is to continuously pursue perfection and improvement. Now, that becomes a lot easier after you have gone through the steps. Remember, you take your process, the customer determines what the value is. It's what are they willing to pay for. You map out those value steps in a process. You eliminate anything that's waste. You look at the flow. You don't want any waiting time for the customer, either waiting for scheduling, parents waiting for information, students waiting for information from a teacher. You eliminate any of the waiting time. Then you allow the customer to pull the information that they need. Typically in education, we teach in batches, which is very inefficient. So if you've done those first steps, I know because I've done that in my classroom, and then you set it up as a pull system, you become much more efficient and much more effective as a teacher because now you have the time to spend with the kids who need it, and you allow the ones to go ahead. You're not teaching in a batch anymore. Even if you were teaching in a batch and you thought you did differentiated instruction into 3 or 4 groups, that isn't what I'm talking about. I'm talking about every student pulling, getting the information, just what they need when they need it. Once you've gone through those steps, that becomes so much easier, and then the natural outpouring of that is perfection. It doesn't really seem so crazy once you've gone through those because getting value to flow faster, remember we did the flow, exposes hidden waste. So when you're looking at how can I teach this concept quicker, or what can we do to give them this concept better, quicker, make it easier for them, it starts exposing other hidden waste in the system. So you just naturally are improving. The district that is in direct dialogue with the customer, they always find ways to find value or put more value into the service they provide, or be more accurate at what the customer is asking for and what do they need. So if you are a district that is continuously in contact with the customer and you are doing surveys or they're working on teams with you and you're seeking what do they value, it will expose other hidden areas that you need to improve. And often it will enhance the flow and the pull that we talked about previously. It'll expose ways to enhance that. Thirdly, as more technology and products become available, sometimes they are ready to implement right away, and those increase and enhance the flow and the pull for the customer. I leverage technology highly in my classroom to allow the kids to pull what they need. Either it was pre-recorded video lessons that I had or I had online for them. It was automating. Instead of doing worksheets, they did a lot of stuff online, submitting it so it was an instant answer for them and help when they needed it. It does take time to set all that up, but once all of that's done and you have videos or you have software, I leveraged programs that were already out there, and you have all that set in place, it just makes it so much easier. You have so much more time to spend with the kids that need it. But the most important, I would say, spur to perfection is transparency, or you could call it open book management style. It's when everybody sees, the customer, the employees, the supplier, everybody gets to see and everybody is involved in the process. They can see exactly what's happening, how you're improving it, what's happening. And then it becomes easier to discover better ways to provide the service. So once everything is like an open book and transparent, and I know we typically don't want to do that in education, that is not the norm. But if everything is an open book and everything is completely transparent, it does become easier to improve and easier to find solutions to problems. So perfection then becomes the natural outflow of those previous principles or strategies that we talked about. Once again, thanks for tuning in. That was our fifth principle in lean that we talked about. If you find value in these quality tips, give us a thumbs up, hit the share link so you don't want to miss out on future quality tips. And if you have any questions or additional information, pick up this book, Lean Six Sigma in Education, Quality Handbook Framework for School Leaders, and that can be found on the link below. Take care and have a great day.